Welcome back. Tonight's main event was over at the Deck, a rematch of last year's ArenaMania, where Duluth defeated Iowa for the league's first ever championship. And tonight, the Harbor Monsters got to celebrate. Head coach Tony O'Neill bringing out that shiny ArenaMania trophy. The Monsters took down the Woo 46-44 in last season's title game. And this one started out the same way as ArenaMania with a Harbor Monsters touchdown. KJ Felder right up the gut gives Duluth the early 6-0 lead. But the Woo, they would respond with their own gut punch on the very next drive, Iowa tying up the game at 6 in the first quarter. Then the Harbor Monsters took to the skies and became dragons. Quarterback Javante Johnson airing it out deep to wideout Jarvi Flowers, who hauls in the 50-yard touchdown, giving a young fan a special souvenir he'll remember forever. Duluth reclaims their lead now in the second quarter, and that rushing attack was the Woo's kryptonite tonight. Anthony McCraw hitting the edge, scampering into pay dirt. Monsters go up 18-6, and their offense leads the way yet again as they win the ArenaMania rematch over the Woo 60-38. The Harbor Monsters are on the road next week against the Ozarks Lunkers. Now to the major